Do you know what I've not done for a while? No, not killing rabbits, silly. Although I do occasionally kill these, I'm not sure if you've noticed that or not. I haven't murdered any dinosaurs recently, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. Also 93 Hunter. Although as fun as these dinosaurs are to kill, they are also a bit boring to do. So instead, we're going to use our newly acquired levels in Hunter and take on some bigger kills. So this magnificent beastie here is an Oculi Apoterrasaurs, which we can hunt at level 94 Hunter, as well as having level 74 in Slayer, and its preferred bait is Scimitops meat, which we might have a few of them spare in our bait box just to lure some of these new dinos out. The only problem that we have is that we're only level 93 in Hunter. But that's when our Hunter potions come into play. So let's start our first encounter with our very first Tier 3 big game hunt. And to be fair, it's just the exact same principles as all of the other big game hunts. We will just resource gather to begin with and then work out what type of frog is going to poison it. And as I'm chopping down this tree here, this is probably the best time to also say that I've hit level 75 in woodcutting, so that is another requirement for the Plague's End quest now complete. Not that woodcutting is a particularly interesting skill to show anyway, but at least it is another requirement done. I do feel that the area that we're in is a bit bigger than most of the other areas, and also the radius of the dinosaur is a lot larger as well. It could just be me, but it does feel a little bit more breathing down my neck at the moment. I'm going to wager right now that it's these yellow frogs that are going to do the most damage to him, so we will see once we get things set up here if I'm right or not. Right, that's all of the scorpions now done, and the pressure pad is done in the middle. Let's take a drink and bait the pressure pad and see what damage we're going to do here. And the moment of truth, it was blue. Okay, well, I mean, I had a 33% chance to be right, so it's a real shame that I don't yet have the reinforced pelt from any big game hunt so that I could get myself a tier 3 hunter lodge, and then I would be able to reduce the amount of frogs on the map here just to 2. But maybe one day we'll get that pelt. Actually, I probably shouldn't waste my potion's effect at the moment, so probably should get this kill in before it runs out. That was a bit closer than I would have liked it there. But that's the both of them armed, and that's the middle part now baited. So this is going to be our very first Oculi kill, and I hope we get something really decent. Goodbye, little Oculi. And we got absolute bugger all. But that's absolutely fine, because we have plenty more of them that we could kill. I don't know if the tier 3 dinosaurs have any new type of mechanic. I have seen the Jadinkos come out a few times that just changes his path, but I don't know if they do anything more special than that. All that I really know about these tier 3 dinosaurs is that they can drop parts towards making this pterosaur mall. Which, don't get me wrong, that would be nice to have as well here, but honestly, I'm just quite happy murdering them. And there's another kill, which we got some lychee seeds from. And another kill, which again didn't really give as much of a reward. And you'll never have guessed it, but there's another one. And we got 31 raw rocktails from that, and unfortunately that's them now in hiding. And that wasn't too bad actually. I think we got 4 or 5 kills from that dino, so I'm pretty happy with that. But we can definitely do better. With 95 Hunter and 75 Slayer, we can hunt some Malletops, which its preferred bait is raw Corbicula Rex meat, which the Corbicula Rexes are a level 90 Hunter animal and require level 70 in Slayer to do. But unfortunately, their preferred bait is raw Scimitops meat, which the Scimitops we can also hunt, but its preferred bait is raw sailfish, which would require us having level 97 in fishing to get them, and seeing as we're only level 84 in fishing, we can't directly fish them out. But that's where our swarm net fishing comes into play, because we have a very small chance of being able to fish them up from here. And would you look at that, I have been lucky enough to already fish up 3 of them. So that's at least 3 big game hunts of the Scimitops that we can now do, which then would mean that we would be able to hunt the Corbicula Rexes, which in turn would mean that we could then hunt the Malletops. A bit of a convoluted way to do it, but we are going to be able to do that. just after I get some more Kebbit teeth to make some more super hunter potions. Well, here's our Scimitops dinosaur here, and we are only going to get 3 attempts at it, so hopefully I won't screw up too badly here. But let's start an encounter and get our first kill of one of these guys. Which, seeing as they are only a tier 1 dinosaur, this hopefully won't give me too much of an issue. I've just had a thought actually. We only have 3 sailfish, and this first attempt is going to take 2 of them up. So it's really only going to be 2 kills here, unless we get really lucky on the first kill. I was going to gamble it all and just go for one of the frogs and just see if we could get lucky and have an instant kill with that. But I really don't want to waste these sailfish. I do have plenty of hunter marks that I could maybe go back to the creepy guy's shop and buy one of the frog repellents to only have a 50% chance. But at this point, I'm not really sure what would be best doing. Well, I've decided to just go ahead with the kill as per normal because knowing my luck and how much I don't pay attention to things, I would probably just screw it up anyway. So with us doing it this way, we will at least get 2 kills in, and that's a lot better than not having any. But it's the yellow frog that we need, so that's fine. We'll just gather up a lot of them. To be fair, all we really care about is the Scimitops meat, so as long as it drops me quite a few pieces of meat, we can get a few Corbicula Rex kills in as well. But here is our first official Scimitops kill coming up, and I really hope you drop us a lot of meat, son. Which he dropped us only 1 raw Scimitops meat, so that really isn't great. And here's our second and final Scimitops kill coming up. Please, please, please drop more than just 1 of your meat. Which, it only dropped another 1 of them. Okay, well, we're going to have 2 Corbicula Rex kills then. Which again I suppose is better than none. And actually, just thinking again, because we only do have the 2 Scimitops meat, that is probably only going to be 1 kill again, seeing as 1 of them is basically just used as a sacrifice. So let's actually buy one of these frog repellents then, just to trim down the potential frogs that we have. 10 hunter marks for 1 frog repellent, so let's get that. And that means whenever it comes to our Corbicula Rexes, we have got a 50-50 shot of whether it's going to be one or the other. I just quickly read up actually, and we can use 2 frog repellents within a session, so that will remove 2 of the wrong poisonous frogs. So we actually can get 2 potential kills here with this Corbicula Rex. Which, speak of the devil, here he is. And we only need level 90 hunter to hunt him, so let's just start an encounter. Okay, so let's activate a frog repellent and then activate the second one. So we are only now left with the yellow ones. That's absolutely fine. Let's get out of his way for a minute. And I have to admit, out of all the dinosaurs, the Corbicula Rex is my favourite looking. I really like the model of him. The big stripy bumblebee dinosaur. And because he's a tier 2 dinosaur, he will go over and change his path just to eat Jadinkos, but apart from that, this is just the same type of hunt as all the other ones. Well, that's all of the scorpions now armed, so once he passes here, we can head to the center plate and go bait it and get our very first Corbicula Rex kill. And it would be really nice if you would drop us quite a lot of meat, so then we can get some more Malletops kills. That's all I'll say to you, Mr. Corbix. I only armed 2 of them. Oh, what an idiot. Well, at least we are living up to expectations here. All that careful planning in for what? For absolute nothing. Ah, and I can't even edit that stupidity out. That's what's even worse about all of this. Okay, well, hopefully I armed it this time, but we will see. Yay! Our first and only Corbicula Rex kill. Please drop us a lot of meat here. Things are starting to go wrong very quickly now. Well, it dropped us 2 Corbicula Rex meat, so we'll just need to take that. What an absolute muppet. Right, for our Malletops, I think we will buy another 2 of these frog repellents because they are actually quite helpful. Right, the Malletops. Let's see how I managed to f this one up then. The Malletops are level 95 hunter, so we did need to pot up for them. But let's get in and see if we can get a kill without screwing it up just as badly as the Corbicula's. And we should also use our frog repellent just to get rid of some of the frogs that we don't need. Okay, just left with blue. That's absolutely fine. And I will try my utmost hardest to, you know, pay attention this time around and actually make sure that all of the scorpions are armed. I would say out of all the tier 3 hunts that the Malletops is probably one of the easier ones. I'm not sure if it's just me, but they do seem to move a little bit slower than the other Rexes certainly. And the area that we're working in is a little bit bigger yet again, so it is sometimes a bit easier just to get out of his way. Plus we have a few hidey spots that we can just go into if he does get a bit too close. But count along with me. This is the first one now armed, this is the second one now being armed, and this is the third and final one now being armed. Okay, so if I screw this up, you guys are also partially to blame. It's not my fault that I can't count to 3. But here's our first official Malletops kill coming up. And again, as all of the other dinosaurs, I hope you do drop us a lot of meat here. Goodbye little friend. We got 1 raw Malletops meat from that. Oh well. Actually, come to think of it, it really doesn't matter what it drops here, because I don't need its meat for any other hunt. Well, that's quite good actually. That takes the pressure off of me.
I can actually just enjoy killing these beautiful endangered animals.
Right, the 3 scorpions are armed again. We will just do the pressure plate in the middle and that will be another kill. So long as we don't get caught. Which we didn't, so here's a second and final Malletops kill. We got 5 uncut dragon stones there and just 1 more meat. Again, not that it matters. But sadly, that's the last of the Malletops that we can now kill. But it was still quite fun thinning out their numbers. So we have now officially hunted down and slaughtered pretty much every dinosaur that we can on this island. All apart from one. The last remaining dinosaur. The Pavisaurus Rex, requiring 96 Hunter and 76 Slayer to kill. While Hunter wise is fairly simple, we can just simply boost up for it. Slayer on the other hand, we still need 1 more level before we can actually take that on. So guess where we're off to? And thank you very much for the lamps, Chuck, because there's level 76 Slayer for us. Which does mean we can now hunt our Pavisaurus Rexes. And unlike the other dinosaurs that we've just killed, the Pavisaurus Rex preferred bait is raw Oculi Apoterrasaurs meat, which is another dinosaur that we can very easily kill, so we have a nice stockpile of its meat in our bait box. So let's pot up and go kill this big beastie. I'm not going to waste any of the frog repellent in a kill like this because I'm going to be able to kill the Pavisaur quite a lot just because we do have a lot of spaghetti meat, so we can just use the first one as a sacrifice just to work out what's going to poison it. But it's going to be quite nice just to add this dinosaur to our killing roster, and especially with the experience that you get per every big game hunt kill, it really won't take too long until we reach level 96 Hunter, so that I don't even need to boost up for this. Right, let's see what's going to do the most damage here. Which is the yellow frog? Well, that's easy enough. We will arm the scorpion turrets and we will get our first kill of our Pavisaurus Rex. Which here it's coming up, so goodbye Big Pavo. And we don't require anything from this big dinosaur, and indeed we didn't actually get any decent reward from it. But like everything else today, the real reward itself is just being able to slaughter it. Which we will do again, and again, and again, until we get to our very final Pavisaurus Rex kill. Which hopefully will give me something, because so far there hasn't been any form of decent drop today. And there was nothing there either. But they are now away into hiding, and I think we've killed enough dinosaurs for one day at least. Although just before I leave you, there is one more thing that we need to do. As much fun as it was killing those dinosaurs today, there was an ulterior motive as to why I was doing so, because I really just wanted to get myself a lot more of these dinosaur bones, so that I could bring them here to grind them down, and then offer them up to the altar here, for some pretty decent prayer experience. which we're going to require quite a lot of it, because with level 75 prayer being a requirement for pref, we've got a little bit of a way to go for that. So how fortunate for me then that I've already spent quite some time killing those dinosaurs and getting quite a lot of the bones to turn into some dinosaur bone meal. So let's see how much experience we get from this lot then. So once again, count alongside with me. There's level 67, there's level 68, and that's level 69, and level 70. There's level 71, that's level 72 now, that's level 73, and that is level 74. So, just one more level to go, which we are just going to return back to Chuck for, and there it's there. So that is level 75 in prayer, which is another requirement done for the Plague's End quest. Man, we are getting so close to the requirements for this now. Just a few more skills to go, and a couple more quests, then it's Plague's End time. But that's enough for today, so thank you very much for watching today's episode, and as always, if you have enjoyed it, then why not give the video a like, and subscribe to the channel as well, just to keep up to date with us here. But thanks again for watching, and until next time, bye for now everyone.